Hey guys, so today I wanted to make a kind of a different video for you. A few weeks ago I put a post on YouTube asking for some feedback or ideas from you guys of different videos that I could do. And some of you guys gave some really good feedback, and it actually lined up with videos I had already had planned. And so that was really cool, and I also got some other good ideas that I hadn't even thought of. And so I want to start doing those videos, little by little, just kind of change things up from time to time. But as you see from the title of this video, I want to go over some items that I've sold or gotten rid of over the years that I really regret or wish that I hadn't. I'm sure a lot of you guys that have been collecting guns for a long time or even military stuff, I'm sure over the years there's stuff that you've let go, whether you traded or sold it, gave it away, or whatever, that maybe at the time you thought you were doing the right thing, or maybe there was a particular situation where you had to, maybe you needed money, but you just regret it and really kicking yourself for letting those items go. And so I've got 6 different items I wanted to talk about today, and some of you guys probably got some really good stories as well that I'd love to, if y'all made videos as well. Maybe I could start a trend or something of items you regret selling from your collection. But first thing I wanted to talk about is several years ago, I believe it was in 2013 or 14, I bought a German K98 Mauser. It was a Russian capture, and I believe it was dated 1943 if I'm not mistaken. And it was a nice rifle, 8mm Mauser and everything. And I shot it quite a bit and stuff, but the barrel got really bad. And there was keyholing whenever I would fire. The rounds would tumble and stuff when they'd hit the target, and the barrel was really bad. And the barrel needed to be replaced. And honestly, it's just something I didn't really want to fool with, and so I ended up selling that rifle. I actually sold it for less than I bought it for. I think I bought it for about $375, $380, and I think I sold it for less than $300. I think it was like $250 or something, just to kind of get rid of it. I know a lot of you guys are kind of probably shocked right now because the price of milsurps have gone up so much. But like I said, this was back in 2013, 2014 when I got it, and I think I sold it around like 2016, 17 maybe at a gun show. I'm kind of kicking myself for that. But since then, a few years ago, maybe about 5 years or so ago, I ended up buying another one. This is a German K98 Mauser. This one's dated 1941. It is Russian capture, which some people frown upon that, but I think it's a really nice rifle either way. And I'm thankful to have this to my collection, or in my collection. I'd love to add more in the future. We'll see, with the price, like I said, of milsurps and everything going up. But this rifle has been in some videos of mine and everything, so if you want to take a look at that. But I'm really kind of kicking myself for letting that rifle go. But honestly, this might shock you guys, but I'm not really the kind of person to do a bunch of restoration and repairing stuff. I don't know, it's weird. I'm just not really like that. Like, I just wouldn't want to deal with trying to track down an original barrel for a gun and then trying to replace the barrel or paying a gunsmith. Honestly, I really don't like fooling with stuff like that. And I mean, if you're one of those guys that do, that's great. That's cool that you do that. But I guess I just kind of want to go ahead and move it and kind of free up some money maybe I could put towards something else. But moving on, I've got, so also again, several years ago, probably 2013, 14 again, it's been some years ago, I had a number 4 Mark I Star Canadian long branch, basically an infield made in Canada. And I actually had 2 of them. And, I got collecting milsurps in 2010. So this year makes 12 years I've been collecting milsurps. I didn't get into it until I think I was like 23, 24 years old before I even had my first milsurp. I'll be 36 on May 10th. But I had 2 Canadian long branches. And at that time, I had, my wife and a young family and everything. And I didn't just have a whole lot of money just to continue pouring into the hobby and everything. So sometimes I would sell stuff from my collection, maybe duplicates or things I didn't really want anymore, to kind of free up money again to where I can buy things I don't have or something else I really wanted. And so I had a really nice Canadian long branch infield. Again, I had 2 of them. One was dated 1942 and one was dated 1943, and both of them are pretty much in identical condition. And so I ended up selling the one that was made 1943. I kept the one that was a year older, 1942. And I sold it for $275. I actually had bought it for $200, so I made $75 on it. But looking back, I love Enfields. I've got 9 of them. I've owned, I think, 14 over the years. But I really kind of wish I had held on to it. But again, it freed up some money, and I was able to buy something I didn't have. But since then, here we are, probably 7 or 8 years later, probably 8 years later. And I've actually added more Enfield since then, including another 1 or 2 long branches. But this right here is my 1942 Canadian long branch. This is the one I actually decided to keep, the exact one. And it's a number 4 Mark I Star, and it's in really great condition. This rifle's been in several videos, shooting videos, and just video talking about my Enfields, or maybe when I first got this rifle years and years ago. I think I've had this rifle probably, man, I bet I've had this one probably about 10 years or so, if I'm not mistaken. Really great rifle. I might have had it about 12 years, but anyways, nice rifle. Kind of wish I'd kept on to the other one, but it is what it is. Moving on here, I've got one more handgun, or firearm to share with. So over the years, I've actually owned 3 of the Mosin, the Nagant M1895 revolvers. I've got one right here. This one is made 1925, and it's a Chula, and it's in really great condition. This one's been in a lot of videos as well, shooting videos and just collection videos and different things. And really nice handgun, or firearm. I really enjoyed a lot. But I've actually had 3 of these over the years, and I've sold 2 of them. I had one, I think it was 1943, and the other was 1945, and I sold both of those at 2 different times. But these have gone up in price for sure. I think I gave like $100 or $125 or something for this years ago. And the other ones I paid for probably between $100 and $200. The 2 I sold, I did make a little bit of money on. So it's always good to make a little bit of money or break even sometimes. You definitely don't want to take loss, at least not often. But kind of wish I'd hung on to them. But again, I was just trying to free up money for other things in my collection. But they're really fun to shoot. The ammo is not extremely hard to find. I mean, it's out there, but with all pricing of ammo, it's going up as well. I do have a little bit. I need to find some more. But still, I kind of kick myself for getting rid of those 2. It would have been nice to have 3 of them. But it's just one of those things. So that's all the firearms. Now I've got 3 other, I guess, topics or things to talk about. One of them is years ago, first getting into collecting, probably, man, I bet it was probably like 10 years ago or something, and maybe longer than that. And I put an ad out on Craigslist looking for old military stuff. And this guy, maybe 20 minutes down the road, said his dad had brought back some ammo from World War II. Now, I know you buy the item, not the story. But anyways, he said he's got an ammo box with some German ammo in it. I was like, you know what, that's pretty cool. So we met up just down the road, like I said, maybe 20 minutes or so down the road from where I live. And he had, a World War II 30 caliber ammo can. And he opened it up, and it was full of a bunch of this ammo right here. This is German ammo. It's 9mm. If you can see that, I've had this ammo in several videos before. But I've got a total of 7 boxes here left. I got 6 that are sealed, and I've got 1 that started falling apart, unfortunately. But you see the ends open, and I got a few loose rounds in my hand, about 4 or 5 of them. But the ammo can, it was full of these. I can't remember the exact amount of boxes of ammo. I think it was 27, because I think I sold 20 of them and kept 7, if I'm not mistaken. It's somewhere in that range. And I gave the man $100 for all the ammo. Now, again, this was years ago, probably 10 years ago. We know prices have gone up. And I bought it and everything for $100, and I felt like I got a good deal on it. I didn't talk him down. That's what he wanted for it. Luckily, I had a little bit of spending money, because you guys, most of you guys have been following me. No, I'm all about taking care of my family first. The hobby comes second. I'm going to take care of my wife and kids first, make sure my bills are paid, try to keep a good head on my shoulders, make good financial decisions and everything. And so, luckily I had some extra spending money, and I bought it. And you know what? I was like, man, I got all this ammo that I'm probably just going to display it because it's all dated 1943. And I'm like, I'm not going to shoot World War II ammo. Some guys do, some don't. I keep it just for collecting. I would never shoot any World War II or World War I dated ammo. I just don't. But so you know what? After some time had passed, I was like, you know what? I need to sell some stuff to free up some to get some money available to fund my hobby, fund my collection, everything. And so I actually posted an ad, I believe it was on Craigslist, if I'm not mistaken, and a man about an hour and a half to hour and 45 minutes away answered it, and he wanted to meet up with me. And I sold, again, I believe it was 20 boxes of this ammo, if I'm not mistaken, because I believe I kept 7 out of 27. I believe that was the total. And I figured that of the ones I was going to sell, I had about $75 in them, roughly. The 7 that I kept, I figure I've got about $25 in that because, again, I paid $100 for everything. So this man, he gave me $410 for those boxes of ammo, and I figure I had about $75 in them. So I figure I made probably maybe around $330, $335, something like that. I couldn't believe it. Like I didn't double or triple my money, like whatever the math would be. Like I couldn't believe it. And so, you know, I used that money and turned around, and I don't know if I bought just a bunch of military stuff or a milsurp or maybe 2 milsurps. Again, it was years ago. I can't remember all the details, but $410, and I had about 75 bucks in there. So that was amazing turnaround, and, you know, that was really cool, and I'm glad that worked out and everything. And he collected ammo and everything, and he was really happy to get it and everything. So, you know, it worked out for both of us. But 2 more topics. So when I was about 18 years old, I believe, 18 or 19, might have been 17. I think I was about 18, we'll say that. My dad, he had 4 bayonets, and one of them, I know it was an Argentine Mauser bayonet dated 1909, and it did not have a scabbard. It was kind of a longer bayonet, and there was 3 other ones. I think it might have been one might have been a Turkish Mauser or a Czechoslovakian or something. I can't remember the other 2, but it was 4. And believe it or not, at that time, I didn't really collect bayonets and really wasn't even into collecting military items. Now, you think this was probably about 17, 18 years ago. You know, I grew up watching old war movies and everything. I never thought I would actually collect the stuff that the soldiers would use and handle and everything. But, you know, I sold them. My dad gave them to me, and he actually gave me permission to sell them. You know, and I didn't sell them right away. I had them for probably a year or so. They were just sitting on a shelf, you know what I mean? And a friend of mine's dad kind of was interested in bayonets and stuff, and he actually gave me $100 for all 4 of them. Now, again, I didn't go behind my dad's back. He was okay with it. He gave them to me. I don't think he had much money in them anyways. But so I actually, I sold them, and I actually started a savings account. Again, I'm pretty sure I was 18 years old. I started a savings account with that $100, you know, and I've tried to work over the years to save money and everything. But so I kind of wish, not so much that I had the Argentine Mauser, or I believe it was a Turkish Mauser, those 2, but the other 2, for the life of me, I can't think or remember what they were. I don't know if they were M1 Garand or something. I just don't remember. But it would have been kind of cool to hang on to them. You know, I mean, because I've got a decent bayonet collection, but I've kind of let stuff go over the years, and I've added more and everything. But I kind of kick myself for not keeping, you know, those bayonets, or at least it bothers me mentally that I don't remember what they were. But that's just one of those things, I guess. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about is, so several years ago, I bought a big group of military stuff, probably I would say maybe 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I can't remember exactly. Maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And in that group, I had no idea the value of this item. There was a World War II original airborne field aid, or like medic aid pack, or, you know, I'm not that much into airborne stuff or medical pouches, but it was like a first aid pouch that they would wear usually on like the front of their helmet. And it had like 4 little strings and everything. And this one was sealed, never been opened, tampered with. It wasn't a reproduction. And I ended up, you know, I got it or whatever. And, you know, I mean, it was just didn't really fit my collection. I mean, I was like, man, all I'm going to do is look at the thing. And you know, I ended up selling it, and I sold it for $1,200. And I couldn't tell you how much I had in it. I don't know if I had $20 or $30 in it, maybe. And this is the honest truth. I had no idea what the value was. I didn't even know exactly what it was, other than, okay, this says first aid kit or first aid powder, you know, whatever it is, first aid kit. I had no idea because I don't collect that stuff. It was just in a big group of stuff that I picked up, and I sold it for $1,200. And I ended up, you know, I bought a couple rifles with it, you know, and so you know, that was cool and everything. But I kind of wish I'd kept it in a way. I mean, I do, but I don't, because I mean, it'd be kind of cool to display it on a helmet. But you know, some stuff, I mean, if all you're gonna do is look at it, I mean, do I want to just look at this thing in a display case, or would I rather have, you know, a nice rifle or two that sometimes I can actually take out and shoot, disassemble, clean, maintenance? You know, it seems like it'd be more fun to have a gun, a firearm, I should say firearm or rifle, compared to, I guess, just something I would just look at from time to time. You know what I mean? I guess, you know, people have different things they like or collect and everything, which is fine. You know, I guess we're all different in a way, and that's cool. Everybody's unique, has different things they like or don't like. You know, that's part of the fun of the hobby. But I kind of wish I'd kept it in a way. But I did pick up a couple nice rifles. But anyways, well, guys, this was just an idea I kind of had, and I think one or two of you kind of mentioned it as well. I hope you like it and everything. Give me some feedback. Maybe even make a video of your own if you're into making videos as well. Just kind of talk about some stuff you regret selling from your collection, or trading away, or you let go one way or another. And just kind of let me know. You know, I'd watch it. You know, let me know in the comments, and I'll watch your videos. I'll support you as well. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you all so much. I always enjoy making these videos, interacting with you guys. And all of y'all, it means a lot to me. Y'all really encourage me and motivate me to do this, because sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, you know, life hits you hard sometimes, you know, trying to have a job, a career, raise a family, take care of your priorities and everything. So sometimes I kind of get down in the dumps, I guess, but you guys' feedbacks and encouragement really keep me going. So thank you so much. I love all of you. I wish you well. I hope all of you are doing great in life, and I'll be getting back to you soon. So thank you.